Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would, before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to, or should I say our key to the week, we have, I know you can't see it very well, I'm sorry about the lighting at the moment, we have the Tower card, right? So all bets are off this week. Whatever you thought it was, it probably isn't. Whatever you thought it wasn't, it probably is. You know, this is a very shocking, sometimes crazy kind of energy. And this week, I will say this to you, you know, be on your toes. Be ready to move or change at the drop of a hat, right? Be prepared to go in a different direction very quickly should the moment arise. I would say to you as well that this week you probably want to... I think, yeah, because this is new moon season, isn't it? So yeah, I think this is probably a week where you want to be, new moon season, new moon week rather. This is a week where you probably want to just keep everything open, right? Make no solid plans this week. Don't plan to be, you know, don't try to lock anything in, because the chances are you won't get what you expect. For your actions and options this week, you have the Six of Wands, right? So you could find yourself being praised for something this week that you maybe, you know, this could be one of those weeks where maybe you make a bit of a mistake or a bit of a boo-boo and all of a sudden it ends up actually going in your favor. This could be one of those moments. I saw a video recently of a guy who fell over on Instagram, and he turns it into like some crazy backward flip, and it looks amazing. Like, I have to say, like, for a second I was like, did he plan that? This could be one of those weeks where something goes completely horribly wrong and you think to yourself, oh crap, and then everyone's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing, and you're like, yeah, I meant it to be amazing. You know, this could be one of those weeks, so just be aware of that. Like, I mean, it's the Six of Wands, so whatever does take place this week, even if it off-foots you for a moment, you will recover well, and you'll end up turning it into a blessing of some sort. So embrace all things this week. For your communications and conversations, you have the Hierophant card underneath the Tower. There's a couple of ways that this can play out. One of them is, this could, I mean, on the wider world stage with everything that's happening, I'm not getting into it, we could see something escalate quite big this week, and I think we could be, you know, all a bit like, ooh, okay, that went sideways, you know, and faster than we expected. So just something for you to be aware of, like, you know, depending on where you are in the world. On a personal level though, this could be you having a clash with an authority figure or a boss of some sort. And because it is the Tower card, now you've got the Six of Wands in your actions and options, which suggests that whatever you do this week, you're kind of covered. So maybe when it comes to work, when it comes to something like that, maybe you make a bit of a faux pas this week, and you know, it ends up coming up in your favor. Maybe there's something that you know, maybe something you say to a boss is like a bit close to the bone, and everybody's like, you know, and the boss is like, actually, yeah, you know what, that's a fair point. But just be aware of that. Like, it can go either way. So, you know, find a way to be true to yourself and speak your truth, but find a way to do that in a way that's not going to get you fired at the same time. You know what I'm saying? For your money and materials, we have the Empress card. This is lovely. All right, so money looks good this week. Money, there's a lot of Taurian energy here as well. Look, you've got the Hierophant and you've got the Empress. Now, when it comes to money, this could be a week where you realize that actually you've got more money in your bank account than you expected. This could be a week where maybe you get some sort of bonus, or you could find an absolute bargain. Tower card, right? You could find something that just, you know, you're like, wow, like this is an absolute sort of dream, right? You could find something that's a total bargain. Now, one thing that you do need to be aware of, because you've got the Tower card as the key to the week, if you are making any physical changes to your body, i.e. a tattoo, dyeing your hair, getting a piercing, You've got the Tower card as that key to the week. You may not get the results that you're hoping for or expecting. And I would say to you this week, it's probably not the week for any changes to the physical self. When it comes to the home and the environment, some sort of blessing could literally come through the door. I don't know, maybe your house has been selected to get new windows, or do you know what I mean? Like just something like that. But whatever it is, it's got something to do with beautifying or making the home better than it is currently, which is really, really nice. Or, you know, maybe this month, it could be something as simple as you get a bill in and you were expecting like a sky high one, and it comes in and it's actually not that high at all, which is great, right? So this is a week of polar opposites and extremes for Cancerians. We've got that Tower card. There are going to be, you know, what you think you're going to get, you're not. What you think you're not going to get, you probably will. Just be on your toes, all right? For your love and relations, you have the Three of Wands. And this is right underneath the Hierophant card. Okay, so, you know, this is nice. This could be, for a lot of you, if you are open to meeting somebody, you could be meeting somebody online that's very different to you. And you could find them very, very alluring. Like, there's something about your personalities that kind of, it's really weird. It's like they complete each other, but they're very, very different. You know how, like in astrology, you know, when somebody has like your direct opposite, like my previous partner was a Leo sun and I'm an Aquarius sun, and it worked, right? It just, we had that balance. So this week you could find somebody like that. But remember, you've got the Hierophant card there. So it means that when you guys clash, the potential there is when you guys clash, you could really clash. Like it could just be like a, you know, like a flat surface meeting a flat surface. So just something to be aware of for those of you that are partnered. Whatever travel plans you are making at the moment, I think will go ahead, but I don't see any of you traveling until into next year. And even then, one thing that I do want to say to you is if you're going somewhere that has, if you're planning to go somewhere that has either a sacred site attached to it or, you know, maybe even like a religious structure of some sort, I would be wary of what the law of the land is going to be there. You know, like if you're, as an example, if you're a woman and you're traveling to the Middle East, you would want to check how you're okay to dress, right? That kind of thing. So just something for you to think about. All in all, I don't think it's going to be a bad week. I just think it's going to be very sort of like, okay, what now? What's happening? With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.